These two horses just lost the only person who ever loved them. They showed up with no family, no names, and no clear future. And today we're bringing them to the farm to see if we can help them heal and find forever homes. Okay, friends, today we have a sad story, but hopefully we'll have a happy ending. But there's a sweet lady that lived around here, and every day she would take care of her horses. She'd clean up their pen. All the manure was always cleaned up and they were fed well, and she'd haul water to them. There was no running water into the corral, so she'd haul water and did that for years. And she was involved in a tragic accident and was killed in a vehicle accident. And no children, no spouse, and so these horses were left with no one. And so a good friend was taking care of them because he had rented the corral space to this lady for years, and he was feeding them and taking care of them, but he didn't want to forever take care of them. That's a costly proposition. So the county fiduciary said, find them good homes. And he reached out to me and said, Alan, is there any way you can help me? So I've never had this happen, but these two horses, we don't know very much about them. I'll turn it around and show you. They're both older mares, but I don't know exactly how old. They weren't easy to catch. I had to rope them, and then once I had roped them, then I was able to load them. So they are leadable, and maybe they were ridden at some point, but I've never seen this lady ride in probably the 10 or 15 years I've seen her taking care of these horses. So let me turn them around, and if you're willing to provide them a forever home, reach out to me. We want to make sure that they go to good homes, because the lady that had them loved them and took care of them every day of her life, and was actually in the process of taking care of them when she was involved in that accident. And so let's do what we can to get these horses to forever homes. They like each other, but they're not so attached to each other that they have to go together. So let me introduce you to these two. And honestly, we don't even know their names, because she loved and took care of these horses, but now that there's no family to tell us what their names were or anything, so they're without names. But I do know that they've been loved and taken care of to this point, but they have not been ridden, and I've never even seen them haltered until today. So let's introduce you to these two. Okay, so they're saying hi to Pumbaa, and Braveheart is what we call that buckskin. So one of you named it and it stuck. But these are the two mares that they both are pretty. This bay over here on the left has a BLM freeze brand on her neck, so she's a Mustang. She's got 4 white stocking feet and a beautiful markings on her face. See those markings? And yet, like I say, they've been taken care of, but they haven't been caught in years. And so even as I walk up to them now, they don't want me to pet on them and stuff. But as soon as I roped them and they realized that they were caught, I was able to lead them up on the trailer. I looked at the teeth of this older, I'm saying she's older. To me, she looks a little older, but I didn't even look at the teeth of the bay yet. So I would guess the sorrel to be 20 years old. these are going to be interesting ones to find homes for. Oh, she just opened her mouth for me. She definitely has long teeth. They didn't look like they protruded out too much. So she's long in the mouth. So I would guess them both to be around 20 years old. At some point in their life, they might have been ridden. Blake's gonna come visit us around Christmas time. If we still have them here, we may put a saddle on and see how they respond to that. I may do that here soon myself. Not get on them per se, but I may saddle them. But for now, we're just gonna let them settle in, and I'm gonna grab them some hay, and yet I wanted to introduce you to them. And if any of you are willing to love these two, or love either of these and provide them a good home, let me know. It's a unique situation. Someone didn't reach out and ask if I'd buy them. They were left alone because of the accident of their owner, and there literally was no family or anybody to take care of them. And so my friend has fed him for the last month, and he just didn't want to keep putting money into him, and the county fiduciary finally said, you know what, find him a good home, and that's when he reached out to me today. So they are hungry today. They've been being fed really well, but I told my friend, let's not feed them until I get them on the trailer, because I thought feed may help me get them on the trailer. So now they're picking up every little piece of hay because they're a little hungry, but we'll take care of that right now. So tell me what you think, guys, and if you have an idea for me, let me know. It's amazing their feet are in good condition. I've never seen a farrier over there, so maybe they just have worn off well. But when I did get them caught, they both did lead and load. Let me see. Oh, good. No, are you gonna let me touch you? No. We'll get that remedied in a hurry, guys. We'll make sure that we're petting them, and maybe the end of this video will be me messing with them next time. So thanks for watching to this point. Guys, it's a new day, and I thought if I put them in this small corral I could catch them, but I had to rope both of them. But once they're roped, you can put a halter on them. This girl here is definitely more flighty, I would say, probably, than the other one. But I don't know, they're both gentle once you got them caught. So I think I'm just gonna brush on them and start there. When I say flighty, this one wanted to run away more being caught, but then this one, so flighty wasn't the word. This one's more nervous. She just sits there and paws and kind of doesn't want to settle down as quickly, but that's okay. They both need to be dewormed, but I'm out of dewormer, so I gotta get some. We've had a year's supply of them sent to us through our Amazon wish list or privately, and that's been such a blessing, but we just ran out. So you can see how she's rubbed her tail off at the top, how it's all rubbed out. That's a sign that she definitely has worms. So I'm just gonna brush on them and let them be tied up for a little bit, and then maybe I'll throw a pad on them or something and see how they react. But one step at a time. I really have no idea what these horses are, and there's no one else that knows anything about them. The sweet lady that would feed them and shovel their manure and water them every day for years isn't around to tell us the story. So it's kind of interesting. But there you have it. Well guys, I'm just gonna mess around with them a little bit, throw a blanket on them, and see how they respond. This one doesn't seem to mind at all. She doesn't snort. She actually is more calm when I'm close to her. When she's by herself, she doesn't like to be alone, but she seems to not mind it when I'm right here by her. Well, everybody, I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know what to think for sure. I wish I knew their story. This girl calms down when she has a pad on her and when I'm closer to her, and makes me wonder if she's been ridden. So we may try her out. I don't know that I'll get on her before Blake comes home around Christmas time. But this is one that maybe has been there and done that, you know? She does have one hoof that's growing weird, but she doesn't move different. If you can see kind of how that's growing a little different. But to my knowledge, I have never seen them groomed or any farrier work, but I wasn't always watching either. They lived here in town, but I didn't know their story, and I never saw any farrier work done. A farrier would have had to have roped them just to catch them, I think. This one is a little more skittish, and I told you the other one was more skittish, but just my little bit messing with them, I've learned a lot. This one seems to be more fearful, is the word. It's more fearful of humans, I think, and probably less done with her through the years than this one. But I don't know, guys, if you can provide a forever home and give them some love and TLC, reach out to us. This one also has a nervous habit. Sometimes she sticks her tongue out. See that? Oh, right on cue, she did it. She just sticks her tongue out to the left side and just lets it hang out there. It's kind of weird. But Michael Jordan did that too. And think how valuable he is. So there you have it, guys. Tell me what you think.